Today, the console wars have officially ended. And I know what you're probably thinking. Who won? Was it Xbox? Was it PlayStation? Was it Nintendo? It was Steam. Spoiler alert, Steam is releasing a console. Now, I'm kidding about the console wars being over, but if you did not know, Valve today announced a couple different pieces of hardware. We got the Steam glasses, goggles, whatever they're, Steam Vision, it's their VR headset. We're getting a controller as well as the Steam machine. First of all, that's just so hard of a name. Like, that name is just so much better than what it could have been. Steam is said to be releasing a budget-friendly PC that's basically portable. Essentially, they will let you dock this PC on your television and on your monitor and kind of wherever you want. The entire reveal gave me a lot of nostalgia for the original Switch reveal. Obviously, this is not a handheld, so you can't really dock it and play it in handheld mode, but it definitely felt like a Nintendo-esque item because essentially it comes with controllers and you can plug it in to your television. I don't think it actually comes with the controller. That hasn't been announced yet. It will probably be a bundle, but Steam is saying that this basically lunchbox will be able to run Steam OS as a based operation software. It's also been confirmed from Steam themselves that you'll be able to install other operating softwares on here. So it really is your PC and they're letting you do basically whatever you want to it. I mean, you can literally take off the front panel of this little microwave and customize it. And I'm sorry, I really like the design of it. To me, I never really liked the PlayStation 5 design. I thought the PlayStation 4 was one of the best looking consoles ever made. So that's my bias there. But I did like the Series X's design mostly because Xbox released a mini fridge back when they had a Soul. And I thought it was really funny that they did that. But this one, it's like this tiny little bucket, and I don't know, man. I could customize the front to make it look like a crate from Minecraft, I think, because it's just so cute. The Steam verification software that a lot of people use with the Steam Deck, basically it's a little green check mark that says this game is playable on the Steam Deck. That program is also getting an expansion for this computer, or I guess this console. I'm gonna call it a console because it feels a lot more like a console. But this little thing is getting a lot of cool features. Like I said, you'll be able to connect the new Steam controller to it, which looks like the Steam Deck just without the screen. You'll be able to probably pair other controllers as well, like Xbox or PlayStation. You're going to be able to plug in your mouse and keyboard and again use this like a normal computer. So if you're a YouTuber, using this as kind of like a game capture device is going to be so easy. And like I said, the rumors are that this thing has a 50-50 shot of being a budget build. Steam is promoting it as a 4K 60 FPS machine, but they've also come out and said that they are taking hits in certain places for cost worries. And that's probably the thing that I've and you've probably seen online the most. People are really worried that this machine is going to cost an arm and a leg, and honestly, can you blame people for that? Everything it feels like we've gotten over the last 2 years in the gaming hemisphere has costed a shit ton of money, and gaming has just become more expensive again, like it was when it first originally was developing. If you don't know, games back in the day used to actually cost crazy amounts of money, and then we went into this phase of $40-$50 games that we all took for granted, because now we're in the $70-$80, and with the newest Pokemon game, $100. But in all seriousness, gaming is becoming really expensive along everything else, and there are people that are genuinely struggling. So obviously, if you're genuinely struggling, you shouldn't be buying a Steam PC. But hopefully this thing will not cost a lot of money, because if Steam is willing to take a hit on the initial price of the machine, this might actually come extremely clutch for a lot of people, mostly because of the competition. And honestly, it's mostly because of Xbox. But something I thought of the other day while in the shower after watching videos about this console, I thought that PlayStation has recently been rumored to reintroduce cross-purchasing. If you didn't know, I believe it was back on the PlayStation Vita. If you bought a certain first-party PlayStation game, it would come with a PlayStation Vita version of the game. So for the price of one, you would basically get 2 copies. A lot of these Vita versions of games were just scaled down versions of the main game, and it was such a cool thing that obviously once the Vita died, that went away. But I feel like there was a console that did it for your PC too. It might have also been a PlayStation. Maybe the PlayStation 1 or 2 had it. I feel like, somebody correct me, you guys will. It's rumored that with the PlayStation 5, cross-purchasing is is making a comeback. So if that does become a thing, that means that you'll be able to play PlayStation 5 launch first-party titles on the PlayStation 5, probably the PlayStation 6, and then the fucking Steam machine. Basically, everybody's going to be able to play it except for Xbox fans. I feel like this video I'm shitting on Xbox fans a lot, and I'm not shitting on the fans, but man, this Xbox news recently has been crazy. And that kind of blends into my point here with this Steam machine. If you don't know the rumors, basically Xbox is rumored to be making its next console and actually being fairly close to revealing it. And apparently it's going to be a Windows ran operating system PC that you can put in your living room. So first of all, insanely great timing from Steam, because now for the common man, it's just gonna look like Xbox copied Valve. And honestly, people are really simple-minded these days. So whatever product gets on the line first, whether it's worth it or not at the time, usually becomes the one that's more successful. But what's my point? My point is, is that this new Xbox machine is rumored to be a premium device, with some insiders claiming it could easily break $1,000. Which obviously, if it's more of a PC, I paid basically $1,100 for my gaming computer. I understand that it costs a lot, but the entire point of consoles, pretty much since their inception, was to be able to play games that you couldn't otherwise play for cheaper. Consoles have always been the cheaper option in comparison to PC gaming once PC gaming really took off, especially in today's current economy. I'm not trying to bring up prices, but if you're outside of the United States, gaming has always been crazy expensive, and inside the United States, computer parts and games are just getting out there. I feel like that's a pretty important point, that was a lot of P's, to bring up, because it's just such an important piece of it. Also, this is just a great like publicity move from Valve in general. Like, even if this thing bombs, people are always going to remember that. And Steam OS works extremely well. I use it on my computer and I use it on my Meta Quest a lot, actually, and it works perfectly fine. So the fact that you'll be able to play Steam games on a big screen, especially if you're someone that's getting older and is starting to have kids or a family, this is a huge thing, because you also have to remember that since gaming has been around as long as it has, at least since Valve's inception and the PC kind of master race mindset, most of those original players are getting up there in age. They're having kids and they're starting a family, so being on a computer just doesn't make a lot of sense for them. So that's why you give them a console, and I love this move. The biggest thing too, I sound like such a Steam glazer in this video, but Steam always has some of the greatest sales you could possibly ask for. And again, in the current just state of the world, at least for us here, that's such a great thing. But let me know what you guys think about the Steam machine in the comment section down below. If you just hate this move in general, let me know why. I think that's kind of important to talk about. I'm gonna leave pretty much all of the links so you can check out the specs for the machine, kind of the different rumors and stuff around it in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Nate, otherwise known as Wicked, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna see if Kenny wants to say anything. He does not. Goodbye.